Good morning, afternoon,
Wow.
evening, night, random county.
You were so ready to start that, and suddenly you weren't.
This is welcome to the 30th episode of Random Roulette Podcast.
Yeah.
My co-host here is Spooky Suki, and I, of course, am the feeling of a brand new pair of socks. And we have a guest star today.
Wait, what? All right, no, do the guest star first, and then we'll get to that.
Is the anti-Karen. Any avid fans would know that she was here earlier.
Well, not here.
Oh yeah,
We were away for that one.
Yeah,
So this is the first time for actually being in the studio. Mm-hmm.
Well, she was here for our previous spoopy. Or was it?
Oh
literature?
yeah. No, we did the Enigma of Akigara Fault.
Yes. Yeah, the crazy spooky
Yeah.
comic.
Which was fascinating. That story has stuck with me for months after that. That was great. So thank you for having me back.
Yeah.
They let me loose in the studio like a child, and I've been touching everything.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
No, Spooky Suki keeps a lot of cool stuff here.
I do keep a lot of things here, and yeah, when Shpanda was here for it being in the background of the episode, she was just going through all my stuff over there, and that's what she did the entire time. But yeah, tell me about your sock kerfuffle that you just said.
No, you've never. Okay, one of the best feelings in the world is like, okay, you take a shower the night before, and you jump into like a bed with new sheets, and you have like that like clean on clean feeling.
See, but you have never done the thing where you shave and then get in clean sheets, and that is so much better.
That is the best thing in the world. I'm over here nodding. Yes.
Yo.
Shave legs and clean sheets.
Oh.
You should try it sometime, Drew. Just shave them, hop in.
No, we have a standing bet where Spooky Suki will actually take wax to my legs.
Yeah, I have a waxer kit. I've had it for years too, and we've never done it.
But no, the feeling of putting on like brand new pair of socks, like where they're still like thick. You don't like socks, so you
Well,
wouldn't know.
I am very picky with what socks that I like, and it's only like crew socks. Every other sock can fuck off, except for like fuzzy, a good pair of fuzzy socks.
I say, what do you do in like the wintertime?
Freeze to death.
I wear slippers, or slippers,
Oh,
and I never fucking leave my house anymore.
well,
So
anymore.
it's not a problem for me. I don't have that.
And to Karen, what's your take on socks? Yeah, you're
I
no.
hate socks. I hate shoes. I'd rather be barefoot. I am part of the slipper gang.
Yeah,
I have a couple
yeah,
pairs
yeah,
of
I love
slippers for
slippers.
home.
Well, you're very much like kind of like in touch with like the world around you. Like I know there's definitely some times where like you've been barefoot. It's like, and you've made the comments like, I just need to be grounded right now.
Oh, yeah. I'm like a modern day hippie.
Yeah, I like going barefoot too, especially like our hardwood floors too. Walking around barefoot on those, that's pretty dope.
Well, see, the floor in my house is literally made of cat hair. So
Yeah.
going barefoot is
This is like the one piece of carpet that I walk on. This is it. And I got like the nicest fucking carpet that you can buy.
And you have what, like maybe 25 square feet of it, 5 by 5?
God, what was it? I used to have this written down because I had to measure out everything I wanted for the floor in here, because this used to be like really crappy carpet in here, and then when I moved in here, I ripped all that out and like painted and then did the half and half floor, because I was like, I want carpet to sit on while I'm watching TV, but for like a chair to work, you need like a hard floor. So I was like, well, I'll do this. So that's what I did. Is it hot? Or is it good? What is that face?
It's really hot. It's really
Okay.
hot. No, it was good, but yeah.
We'll get to that. So some news happened. Some big world news
A
happened
lot of news has happened.
since the last time we recorded, and that the Queen has died,
God save the Queen.
which is pretty shit, although she was quite old and frail looking.
Nah, Mama Liz, she still had it.
Yeah.
She was still there. That was the thing.
She never lost her sass. She was always
Oh, yeah.
sassy. Sassy until the end. But yeah, so that's a real bummer. She was a lovely lady.
And to Karen, do you have any...
Any input on the Queen?
Hey, governor. Unfortunately, I don't know a
much.
lot about English royalty or the Queen, so I can't even form an opinion.
Okay, so she...
Although, I learned a fun fact. She wore the exact same style of shoes her entire life.
Yeah.
A low heel princess shoe.
That's actually
That was
legendary.
it.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yep. So she's the longest reigning monarch ever. So she got coronated at 27 and then died at 96. So 72 years.
When she met with Marilyn Monroe, they were the same age.
Yep.
What?
Which is crazy to think about, isn't it?
Whoa.
Isn't that insane? But
That
yeah.
I know. I just it took me until like the last couple of weeks to know that colloquially and like in a loving way, she was referred to as Liz.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's so cute.
Well, she was like she did so much amazing. She was like in a military outfit for a while. I can't. It's some auxiliary. She worked on like truck engines and shit.
Yeah. She
Which
was
is
a mechanic
insane.
in the
Yeah.
in the Royal
Really?
Army.
Yeah. And then she was, where was she at? She was like in Africa or something when the king died, and then she had to immediately fly back and get crowned as queen, which is insane.
Just because we're also an accidental Formula One podcast.
Oh, no.
There was talks that Lewis Hamilton, because he is a member of the Royal Knights,
Oh yeah,
that he would actually. Well, he was invited to come back to guard the keep because, as you know, when the monarch dies, all the knights are supposed to come back and actually guard the keep until the new monarch is installed. And it's mostly ceremonial, but that mean Lewis Hamilton would have had to have missed the Grand Prix in Monza, but he didn't.
Yeah. And then I just got back on Tuesday.
Yeah, you went on a hell of a trip, which is why we're coming at you, a week late.
Two weeks from the last time. So the only funny story I have from the entire trip is Terminator and I went to Panera, and I was like, okay, I better pee before we leave. And I went into the bathroom, and there was no toilet paper.
Oh.
I was like, oh, fuck. So I did the thing where you, like, try to reach under the other stall and grab more toilet paper from the other stall.
And Karen is nodding.
But he was all the way on the other side. So I was like, oh, shit. So I texted her, and I was like, hey, there's no toilet paper in this stall. Can you bring me some from the other stall? She said, yeah, sure. And then before she got there, the automatic lights turned off.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So I was sitting there in pitch black. I was like, this is not it. And then she came and brought me toilet paper. So
you're sitting in a stall in the dark.
In the dark.
In Panera.
In Panera.
With no toilet paper.
Yeah, I'm like, And I, like, usually in, like, my purse or something, I have, like, a pack of Kleenexes or something just in case this happens. But of course I didn't bring my purse in there because it was full of other shit for the trip.
Oh. It was more like a survival pack than was a purse.
Yeah. So, but other than that, it was all...
Is a purse a survival pack?
I would say yes.
It depends on what you got in there. Because, like, some of my purses are too small.
My survival pack over here. And you want to see something cool in my purse? But,
Wait,
okay, I pulled out an antique tin Camel
like a
Dark
cigarette.
Mint cigarette case. But
It's
I
got
keep
gum
my
in it.
gum in it.
Wait, I thought that was your husband Bam Bam. I thought his favorite thing was purse gum.
It is. And
But-
now I can be like,
But now he doesn't get
There's a
purse gum
container.
because it's in a container.
Yeah, but
I
like,
know,
part of
now
the
it's not
thing is
linty and perfumey and sandy and
Yeah.
gross.
I always carry, like, try to, unless my bag is too small. I always try to carry one of my fans with me because you never know when it's going to be hella hot somewhere. And then, yeah, like, Kleenexes, I think. Usually, like, a lip balm of some sort. I don't know. It depends on, like, really depends on what purse you're taking because I have a bunch that are varying in sizes. So it's You gotta pack accordingly.
Yeah, what's the process of like changing one out? Like, just dump everything onto your bed and it's like, okay, I need this, I need this.
Oh, no. If you want something, you take it from the bigger bag and then put it in the smaller bag. And then when you're done, you put it back in the bigger bag.
Or if you're like me, you have a closet full of purses full of shit. And then like once a year, I go through the purses and I'm like, I forgot I had this. It's a treasure hunt.
That's beautiful.
Yep.
It's like finding a $5 bill after when you put on like a winter coat. It's like, no, for you it's just like winning the lottery.
Yeah.
You're playing roulette. It's like, I don't know.
I
what's
end up
gonna
with
be.
18 lip glosses, 30 pens.
Oh, yeah. I'm like the lip balm hoarder. Like if any brand that I like has a lip balm, I probably have it, just because I just hoard them forever and ever.
See, I have one stick.
You probably use like fucking chapstick or something.
No, I have one stick of Burt's Bees that's in my bathroom.
Okay.
And I have one stick of Burt's Bees that's at my desk at work.
That's less bad. That's less bad.
I did
Burt's
learn
Bees.
a fun trick about lip balm. So like my purse over here, the zipper kept sticking, and if you put lip balm on the zipper, it'll fix it.
It works better.
Oh, because
it glides.
Because it's like waxy.
Yeah. Survival pack.
It is a survival pack.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me of another fun thing that happened while we were camping. The fucking zipper broke on the tent.
Oh.
And we were like, oh shit. So we were trying to fix it, and I was trying to look up shit online to fix it.
Duct tape.
No, it just randomly started working again.
Oh my god.
Like,
Okay.
I was like, what in the hell? So yeah, so I guess that's another fun thing from that.
So did you guys sleep in your tent the entire trip?
Yeah, well, we got hotel rooms on the way there. And the first two that we got were kind of... The first one, I think it was like a Quality Inn. And there was definitely blood on, like dried blood on the comforter. So
No.
that sucks. And the bed was super hard. And I was like, this is awful.
It wasn't very quality.
No, it wasn't very quality, in fact. And then the second one we got was some... I don't even know what it was called. It started with like a CH or something. And like it wasn't a bad hotel, but you can tell that it was for construction workers because they were everywhere. And there was construction vehicle, like trucks, and everything smelled like smoky, but not like it had been smoked in, but like there were people there for a while that were smoking.
So it was smoky in the way that like seltzer has flavor.
Yeah, it was just like a wisp. And then I learned a fun trick where if the bed is really hard, you just take all the extra pillows and sleep on top of those instead. But then the one we got going home, because we made the home trip in 2 days. It was a lot better. I don't remember what it was, but they were like remodeling, so all the shit was new, but it was like super cheap because they were remodeling.
Oh.
So that one was fine. But other than that, we stayed in the tent the whole time, and it rained a couple days, and we got our shit wet, and and like from where we were camping to where the stages were, you had to walk like 1.5 miles, and then you had to walk like another half mile between the stages up this freaking hill, and they put like, to get it to not be muddy, they put this straw stuff on it, but the straw was slippery.
Oh my.
Oh, yeah. So as you like you stamp on the straw, it works it into the soil.
Yeah,
and it keeps it together.
It is some sort of miracle that I did not eat shit that entire time.
So you always complain about getting to sleep and staying asleep. How the hell do you enjoy camping?
Earplugs and an eye mask. And also maybe try not a like deflating mattress, because that's all we had.
Oh no.
And like the shit thing was, once you were there, you couldn't leave.
Oh, yeah.
So we couldn't even like go buy a new dick damn mattress. So we had to keep filling it in the middle of the night, which was fun and dandy. Yeah, it was kind of a shit show, this place. I don't know if I would recommend for a couple of years until they like figure their crap out. Because like a new management had bought the
the
event or whatever.
Oh, just not the raceway.
Not the Raceway.
Okay.
The management company of the Blue Ridge Rock Festival. So they kind of didn't know what they were doing. And you could tell because I feel bad for the poor people who had to like show up there and not be camping. Like camping is the best way to do that right now.
Yeah, like people that had to like drive in, like the workers, like people like doing like food or.
Oh
just,
no, they're fine. They're fine. It's the people that show up that just like show up because you have to park by like this campground thing, and then you have to take a shuttle in, and the shuttle line took 3 hours apparently, and it took us like an hour and a half just to get like our shit.
Yeah.
So you had to go buy the tickets, wait an hour and a half in that line, and then go to the shuttle line for 3 hours. It's like, that is stupid. So I feel bad for those people. But no, we got our shit. We went to our camping spot and then had to walk the fuck down. But it'd be that way, I guess.
At least you have stories out of it now.
Yeah.
You can look back and be like, hey, when I was young,
Yeah, I did.
we did this.
Yeah, so now I'm going to have to wait a few years to forget like all the horrible stuff and then maybe try a festival again.
Just remember, oh yeah, it was actually awesome.
Oh yeah, maybe it wasn't that bad. It was fun. We'll see how that goes, I guess.
Who are some of the best performers there? Like, okay, I know you went to see specifically like Bad Omens.
Yeah, which I had already seen Bad Omens like a month before,
Yeah.
and they were awesome. So
Yeah.
they were still awesome.
Were there any? Well, because it was a whole like 3 or 4 day festival thing. Did you
Yeah, it was
find
4
any
days.
like underground, like any like up and coming?
Yeah.
Was one of the opening bands like pretty good?
I don't know. I didn't watch any of them.
It's right at a festival.
Well, okay,
let's
so
go.
I was there to see the people that I gave a shit
Oh,
about,
okay.
and some of the people that Terminator gave a shit about. So the ones that I gave a shit about was like Sleeping with Sirens, Bad Omens,
Yeah.
Pierce the Veil, Black Veil Brides, Motionless in White, stuff like that. Like,
All the 3-word bands. Motionless in White. That's 4. Anyway.
yeah. Bad Omens is only 2, sir.
Oh, that averages out though.
But like, you could still hear some of like the other bands. Holy shit, there were some not good ones, and I feel really bad. It's like I always want to like encourage people to do music and stuff, and like be like, oh, who gives a shit? But there's like a couple of them that was like, buddy. But it's like festivals are not a good show either because the sound equipment doesn't work half the time, which is
Well, and
like-
it's to the whim of the weather.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
if it's windy at all, good luck.
So we went to see Dayseeker, and they only got to play 3 acoustic songs because all of their shit wouldn't work,
Oh no.
which is awful. But yeah, people were having sound troubles left and right, and it really sucked. So yeah, I don't know. Festivals are okay, but at the same time, it's not a good showcase of a band's talent, I feel like, because they only get to play for like half an hour.
I'm sure it can really highlight their personality, though. Like, if a
Yeah.
band can handle a shitty situation
Oh, yeah.
like that really well,
Yeah.
their fans are like, hey, this is still great. But if they're up there pissed, throwing shit around, and you can visibly tell they're upset,
Yeah.
not only did they not get to showcase their talent, now they look like a bunch of assholes.
Well, you've been
So-
in the music scene for quite a while.
We were at a show, you guys, in Omaha, and this band, I mean, they were a big, well-known band, and they were having sound issues. And the poor sound guy in the back, he's trying his best. It's a small venue,
Yeah,
and the
that's rough.
lead singer is like, that MFer back there, and the
Oh,
whole
God.
crowd turns. And they're all staring at the sound
no.
guy, and you can just feel the vibe of the room just suck the soul out of your body.
Oh no.
And it was because of that I refused to listen to this band again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I lost all respect for him and the way he handled it. And we've been with some bands where they had sound issues and they'll joke about it and they're still lighthearted.
Yeah, like that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Like the guy that ended up doing the 3 acoustic songs. Yeah, he was like, you know what? It happens. We're just gonna do what we can with you. And like, he sounded amazing even without any of the equipment with him. So like, kudos to him. He was a good guy.
Yeah.
But then there was this other band. It was like Apocalyptica.
Oh.
They do like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they do electric cello.
Yeah, he was like, hey, you guys better get this fucking shit fixed before
Well-
the next band comes on.
Well, because that's kind of like
It
their
was like,
thing.
ooh.
Like they don't exist like outside of that. Like that's.
Well, it wasn't like they weren't even having that many problems either.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was just like one of their effects didn't work, and he got fucking
Well, that's also the thing.
raging
is
about
the
it. And
effects.
it's like, dude.
oh, that sucks because I really like Apocalyptica.
Yeah, no, he's a niche canoe, man. I also got to give kudos to Motionless in White because he like stopped a show because there was like some emergency going on. He was like, "Okay, we need to." I think a kid got separated from his mom or something, so he was like, "This needs to go." And then Black Veil Brides did that too. Somebody got like knocked down in the mosh, and he was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 wait a minute! Everybody stop! Back up!" So that was pretty cool to see that happen because sometimes it doesn't, and people get broken bones and stuff, and it's not good.
I can't remember if I've said this on the podcast or just in regular conversation. One of the coolest conversations I ever had was one of our, when I used to work for the band, one of our openers, they, you might be able to find them. I have no idea if they even exist anymore, but it's Children 18-3. They were a local band. And they were all just like super high energy. And they just had this song just like really, really great hooks. And I was like, just listening, was like, okay, these guys are pretty good. And like they play their second song, I'm like, okay, I'm walking to the merch stand, I'm buying the CD right now. Bought it from his mom, like the lead singer's mom. And then after the show, like we're all tearing down, so I'm interacting with all these people, and I was like, dude, you guys are just going nuts, and that's fantastic. And his response was, dude, we're just up for it, like because you guys give us like the same energy. Yeah. So it's like the audience is also a performer, like in a big show like that. Like, and I was like, that was a weird revelation for me to find out. That is like, oh yeah, it's like it's a relationship, it's conversations, give and take. Like, and that to me is awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely an energy exchange.
Yeah,
like the more the audience gives, the more they want to perform, and the more they perform, the more the audience gives, and it's just great.
Yeah,
yeah. Big fan of that. We'll see how that goes for our show.
I will be your biggest fan. I will let you know. I will be like screaming in the front row.
Anti-Karen, the groupie. So that was your kind of adventure for the week.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
I guess I haven't really done anything else in the last 3 days worth note.
Neither
I don't think. I've been being a potato, trying to get caught up.
The only cool thing I did this last week was a wedding for, while I was picking music, Zipper Tidy, my little brother, in his band, his drummer just got married, which is a long time coming. The girl that he's with, he already has 2 kids with. Like, they've been together forever. And
it's just finally, it's finally getting there.
And it was amazing because this guy, I literally went to kindergarten with him. Like, I've known this guy for a very, very long time. And like through all the places I've moved and things like that. But a lot of the people that showed up were people from like our high school, so it was this weird high school reunion. Oh. But it was like it felt like the Twilight Zone because a lot of these people I haven't seen since I was a teenager, and I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So it was so strange because all these people that like I knew so well for so long, like had lunch with, had class with, played sports with. I haven't known them for 15 years.
Yeah.
They are different people now.
Oh yeah.
And it's like the only connection we have is as kids.
Yeah, and like all of that time that you spent together that is just in the past now, I guess.
Yeah. And that was so strange. Okay, so there's this one woman that it's hard for me to even say that because I only knew her as a little girl, and she was like in our class, like she was most elegant, like she was the farmer's daughter, the girls next door, and she just had this very like just quiet like prettiness about her. And now seeing her with like 3 kids and like shocks of gray hair because we're over 30.
Yeah,
it's like. But I still was able to like have a conversation with her. But it's like you are not the same person. Like,
yeah,
it was a weird, like second coming of age thing.
Yeah, it was like a girl I used to babysit. I don't know how she had gotten an Instagram in middle school or whatever. So like, I've been seeing like stuff of her on Instagram, and I was like, this is weird. And now she's like a senior in high school, and it's like,
that's not okay.
My God. So yeah, passage of time is weird.
Karen, did you have any existential crises this week? Or random adventures across the nation?
No adventures. Although last week I got to volunteer at the Norfolk Area Pride Festival.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even talk about that at all.
It was the first time I got to go. It was their second year having it.
You were with your company?
Yes, got to sit at the booth for our company. But I'm also on the Arts Center Board of Directors. And so it was really cool to be like a dual presence.
Because I was out of town for this, but I do remember driving by it. So were you stationed out in front of the Arts Center?
We were in that parking lot towards the back.
Okay.
And so what was really cool is we had a cornhole board. And for every shot somebody made, we donated $5 back to Pride.
Oh, nice.
And at the end of my 2-hour shift, we were already up to a $250 donation.
Nice.
So, yeah, it was a lot of fun and getting to engage with everybody and go out and just show your support. So it was great.
No, that's
that's
absolutely
awesome.
fantastic. Like we both missed it. Like
Yeah, I didn't even realize it was then, and then I saw stuff about it on Facebook, and I was like, oh, darn.
So, did you feel like the whole event went off? It had a pretty good turnout?
Yeah, I thought it was a really good turnout. It was interesting seeing all the different companies there to show their support. I had to leave early, so I didn't get to stay and listen to the speakers because they had breakout speakers, they had some bands. But yeah, it was some good representation from our community.
Nice. That's
which is moving in the right direction. We're in a small town,
for sure.
Baby steps. So we'll see where this grows in the next couple of years.
Yeah, that's really cool. Hopefully we get to go next year.
We'll do a live show. I don't know.
Oh God. I don't know about doing a live show. I don't know what I'm talking about. We don't fucking edit anything, so it's not like
I know. It's like we're just a live show with no audience.
Ish. Yeah. We could have an audience at some point. That would be kind of fun.
I mean, I think that'd be.
I don't know where we'd do it at because this room is not big enough.
We'll do it in my backyard.
Oh God, can you do it outside?
Well, as long as we have microphones. Yeah.
Huh. All right. Well, we might have to give that a go at some point. But anyway,
We'll do while camping.
should we talk about what we're drinking?
Yeah. So you have crafted some type of magic potion for us. It is absolutely delightful. What is this?
It's tea. It's a magic hour tea. Oh God, where's my phone?
It smells fruity.
There's also a little bit of floral to it.
Yeah.
Let me find it on the internet because I forgot what it's called.
It's not on your bottle over there.
No, I actually.
It's like a beautiful
I've used that
ruby
bottle.
color.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like mulled wine.
Oh.
Which I don't know if I've ever actually had like legit mulled wine. I don't know if
it's absolutely amazing. I'll make it for you.
Is it actually boozy, or is it just like a fall drink?
The ingredients of it are oranges, star anise, cinnamon, wine, and wine.
Oh, so yes,
it's hot wine.
It is quite booze.
No, and it's amazing. I don't know if I've ever made it for you guys.
No, and do you drink it hot?
Yeah. You drink it like hot cocoa. Like you drink it out
Maybe
of
we should
mugs.
do like a mulled wine and cider party.
Yeah.
Because I think cider would be a good time.
So the way that I make it is you take 2 bottles of white wine and 1 bottle of like a dry red, so that you balance the sweet with the dry, and then you add just like slices of orange, whole cinnamon sticks, cloves, star anise, very like fall type herbs. You can do all the herbs in like a bag, so it's like tea where it diffuses through. I actually just throw mine all in the pot, and then you bring it to a simmer, not to a boil, because then you'll get rid of all the alcohol. But you bring it to where it's warm, and all the flavors start to diffuse through it. And then as you serve it, you actually serve it through like cheesecloth, so it you get all the cinnamon grounds and like all the herbs out.
All right. It is called Queen of Joy, Herbal Adaptogen Mulled Wine Tea for Winter Wellness and Balance. We're not in winter yet, so sorry, but...
But what a great homage to the queen, and we're drinking tea, and it's a queen tea.
Queen of Joy. Yeah, it's good stuff. I am always kind of like wary about ordering tea online because you never know if it's actually going to be good or not. But I've had very good luck with all of my magic hour teas. So
Would
would highly recommend.
What?
Should we do an ad space or should we not do an ad space?
Well, I actually have an ad space because I was asked to shill something. So my friend, well, her code name's Nicole, but her doggo is not doing awesome. He tore his ACL, and he's a big, beautiful American Staffordshire Terrier, and he has blue eyes and white fur, so he's blind. No, he's not blind. He's deaf. So he only knows love by sniffs. And he looks like this big muscular dog because he's a giant teddy bear. But he tore his ACL and he's having a hard time getting around. And this is actually his third surgery in 2 years. So his dog mom and his dog dad are asking for a little bit of help. So on GoFundMe, they have a campaign. It's called Help Jester Run Again. If you search Help Jester Run Again, you'll be able to find it. The surgery is about $4,500, and they just reached $1,000 after 2 weeks. So thank you to anyone that listens that donated, but they've got a little bit more to go. So if you can, cool. If not, at least send him a thumbs up or something. He's a very good pupper. Yeah.
Need some help.
Yeah, he needs a little bit of a hand.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So now we are on to our spawn topic.
Tarot cards.
Tarot cards. Spoopy. Spoop.
Do 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 do.
Okay.
Which it turns out they're actually not that spoopy.
Well, we've made them spoopy. So
There we go.
I was going to go with basically like the early history.
That's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you want to start?
Yeah.
Or do you want me to start?
So in the 15th century, this would be the 1400s. This is around the time of the Renaissance. And this is when, the whole Enlightenment thing was happening, and people found out that, we can actually have fun and not just, live to die.
That's so dark.
So the first time, modern society actually had fun, they started to create games. And one of the games that they created was playing cards. So
Yes.
Yeah. And these are actually playing cards almost as we know them today. Think like a bicycle deck. You have the king, the queen, the jack.
Yeah, they're still used today. Mm-hmm. And I didn't put two and two together the first time I watched it, but thinking about it, so we were watching James May, A Man in Italy.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Our Man in Italy, I guess. And he played a card game with the locals, and it was using these tarot cards because they're playing cards there. It's so much more common to have them as playing cards there. It's only over here that they're way more common as like
poker,
divination cards.
Okay. So they actually play with a tarot deck.
Yeah, but it's a little different.
Okay.
It's more classic looking, and they don't have any. The set is different. It's not the. How many cards?
52.
52 cards. No, 72 cards. Tarot decks.
Oh, no, well, yeah. If you have the major and minor arcana.
Yeah, those don't exist in, the other thing. It's like a different deck of cards, but it's just, the same pictures and shit on it.
Okay.
I don't know how else to explain it. But it's different.
Yeah.
They're different decks.
So the game that they would play is very, very similar to what we would know as bridge or even euchre, a 4-player game where there's there's bids and there's tricks and you take hands. So that kind of just later then evolved, and that's also why we have even the face cards, how the royalty looks that's it's Renaissance regalia for a king and a queen and of the court, which it's this actually makes sense because I always thought that he was very, very English. It's why does a king not have a crown
Yeah,
you know?
no. It's
and
like,
why does not the queen not
Yeah.
have like some veil or something? Is like, oh, because it's actually Renaissance Italy.
yep.
So that's what the cards were eventually, or were initially created for. In the 1700s, late 1700s, they became used by Jean-Baptiste Alliette, who I can't pronounce his. He has like a pseudonym.
Oh, yeah, it's
Atielia?
Atelia?
Yeah.
Yep.
And he was a seer. Like he was actually like a psychic.
Yeah. But before you get to that. So, the game that he's talking about, the playing ones being used, is Italian Tarocchini. That's the name. And then after that, it got off branches, so it's German Gross Tarot, and French Tarot. And they're still played today. But tarot cards were originally called Triumphi.
Yeah, which essentially translates to triumph.
Yeah.
And that's where we get the word trump. Like, when you take the trick, you have trump. Like,
But yeah,
Not
the
the
French
orange guy.
the French occultists were like, hey, we can use this for fun.
so before we get like too deep into the occult side, just kind of the mechanics of it, it's like I said, it's very, very similar to our playing cards we have now. There's just certain parts that kind of came in and out. So there are 4 suits like we have now. We have diamonds, hearts, clubs, spades, and then there's 13 cards in each suit: king, queen, jack, 10 through ace. Back in the day, there was 4 members of the court. There was a knight and a jack, but king and knight both start with K. One of them got shuffled out. There's also certain versions that did not have a queen because we like to suppress women's rights.
Yep.
So we do. But the suits have changed. A classic tarot deck, instead of having hearts, spades, diamonds, clubs, it was batons, swords, pentacles, and cups.
Yes.
I think that's what your deck has.
Batons.
Yeah,
I think it's batons.
well, batons. It's batons or clubs. It's
No, it's wands.
wands. Yeah,
I was like, batons?
well, something with you.
What is that?
And my deck calls it rods,
oh.
which I found was fascinating. I have the I have the Hanson Roberts.
Hanson Roberts. Okay, cool.
But wands and rods reference the same.
It's a stick. You should just say stick from now on.
Use with your hands, because that was always something that I never quite ever. I mean, I've played cards for a long ass time. My family plays pitch, but I can never understand what the hell a club was. We just called them clovers. Or like what the hell a spade is. Like spade is actually like each of these kind of evolved into what they are now. Like cups is hearts because you fill your heart, you fill a cup. Clubs became wands became clubs, spades and swords, and then the pentacles became diamonds because they were stars. Like a pentacle's 5-point star.
Yeah, 'cause apparently they decided can't use pentacles in anything.
Because that's a devil.
Yep. Anywho.
So Jean-Baptiste Alliette. Oh wait, we didn't get to the other. Okay, so that's the one side of it.
God damn it.
Jean-Baptiste, he was kind of the one that really gave meaning to the both sides.
Yeah, so he was the first one to actually publish a deck.
Yeah.
And for specifically readings, not for playing cards anymore. Mm-hmm. For the ooky spook and not the fun times. Or they're both fun? I don't know.
They both can be fun.
Yeah.
So there's 2 divisions of a deck. And that's the minor arcana, which is what I described.
Yes.
Would either of you like to take the major arcana?
Sure.
Okay.
If I had it.
And to Karen, what is the major arcana?
Well, okay, so these are my notes on it.
Oh, that's fine.
I was going more about what do they mean.
Okay.
And so, your 22 major arcana represent life's karmic and spiritual lessons. So these are the big cards, your big life cards. And then your 56 minor arcana are the trials and tribulations on a daily basis. So, here's the daily trials or roadblocks you might come across. So your minor cards.
Right on. All right.
So just a quick rundown for those who aren't familiar. The major arcana from 1 to 22 is the Juggler, the Magician, the Papyrus.
What the fuck? No.
No?
What in the ass?
What do you mean, no?
The Juggler? It's
Yeah.
the Fool.
No, the Fool is unsuited. The Fool doesn't have a number.
Oh, what the ass. So then it's the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor,
The Pope.
the Hierophant, the Lovers,
Chariot.
the Chariot,
Justice.
Strength,
What?
Strength. The Hermit, Wheel of Fortune,
Strength.
Justice,
What?
the Hanged Man,
Death.
Death,
Temperance.
Temperance.
The Devil.
Yep.
The Lightning Struck Tower.
The Tower. Just the Tower.
Okay.
The Star, the
the
Moon,
The Sun.
the Sun, Judgment, the World, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That might be like the old ones, but this is like
Yeah, because
this is what's used now.
The Fool is weird because technically it's part of the major arcana, but it doesn't lie in between because there's
It's got the 0
yeah
for the numeral.
yeah so it's like null, and that's that. I mean that's the idea of the Fool. It's the wild card. And that actually later in playing card decks that we know that became the Joker.
Oh,
That's why it lies
That makes
between the arcana.
and it's not really anything.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right then.
unless you're paying pitch, it's worth 1 point.
I wouldn't know. I don't know shit fuck about cards.
So yeah, Jean Baptiste was the first to actually publish a book, and so he's actually the first author and the first artist of tarot.
Yes.
So there's there's kind of both. The artist is the one that actually like interprets, and then the author is the one that actually like writes the mythology behind it. And it kind of stayed that way from 1791 until 1909. And I think, Karen, you were talking about the Rider-Waite deck.
Yes. And then Pamela Coleman Smith was the artist on those. And she was the first individual to include human figures into all of the artwork. Which I thought was fascinating.
Yeah.
So sometimes they call them the Rider Smith cards.
Oh.
But Rider-Waite is...
Yeah, because I thought
Yeah.
he was like the spooky one.
Yep.
Smith being the artist.
Yeah, and then we get to the Thoth
Yeah,
deck. That's the third deck.
yeah.
Because
So
like the three most common decks are the Tarot of Marseilles.
yeah, Marseille,
I
French.
know. I don't know.
It's French.
French.
Jean Baptiste,
then-
I think, is from France.
The one that you were talking about, the Rider-Waite Smith, whatever. And then the Thoth. But the Tarot of Marcellus had like really heavy themes of Egypt because that was what they said the history was, even though it like wasn't. That's what the cultists were like, yeah, this is from Egypt. They
Yeah.
used all of this stuff in ancient Egypt, and that's
Yeah.
where it all came from, even though it was complete and utter bullshit.
Jean Baptiste. Yeah, part of a lot of his consolidation was based through astronomy, the four elements, and Jesus, and the Egyptian
Sorry.
book of Thoth. Yeah, was where. No, your cards.
It's just a bag.
Okay.
It's not that big a deal.
But yeah, so
Oopsies. You should put the paper up. Oh my god, look at it curl.
this is
What
hot,
in the world?
'cause it's hot.
It's not hot anymore. Oh god, I have paper towels. Hold on.
We're trying to clean up some spilled tea with sheets of
I've cleaned up-
notebook paper.
I've-
Because
Kleenex.
Spooky Suki need to just go Super Saiyan on this thing.
Well, it like tipped over. I don't know what you want from me. All right. Shit happens.
So you start talking about the occult. And this is what happens.
So yeah, and that's what kind of bleeds through with a lot of the themes on the cards is astronomy. That's where we get the sun and the moon. We get judgment. We get the universe.
Hey, you want more tea?
I would love some more tea.
Not to interrupt you or anything, but
Nope. And then the four elements. Earth, wind, water, fire. Which actually, where do you get? I didn't.
You like some more tea? That thing keeps falling over, doesn't it? I'm so sorry.
We're a hot mess in the studio.
It is
at the
absolutely
moment.
fantastic here. Don't worry, everything's beautiful.
All right, we're out of tea now.
But I didn't get a lot of. I need to do more research on the Egyptian Book of Thoth because I saw a lot more like Arthurian, like very European medieval in a lot of the artwork and a lot of the things like the version that I saw was the papyrus, which is female pope, and then pope, and king.
Which actually makes a lot of sense because it was in like the 1600s when a lot of the paintings came. They would hire artists to hand paint. And so a lot of it would have your more Italian, European influence on the artwork versus Egyptian.
Maybe the Egyptian was like part of the interpretation. So yeah, and, coming back to the Rider-Waite side of things, Rider he was kind of one of the compilers. Smith then being the artist. Waite he was kind of this Waite, not weight heavy, or wait as in stop.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm just trying to ad-lib as I get through my notes here.
I was like, you already went way past all the shit that I had.
Oh, well, I mean, okay, we can backfill. We'll get back to Rider-Waite. Or no?
No.
Oh.
No, like, I've run out of shit.
I could fill in some fun facts.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the United States, tarot really took off in the Victorian era because they were obsessed with the occult. I mean,
yeah,
it
'cause
was nothing.
They, like, had spoopy ghost stuff, like,
Yeah.
up their butts the entire time.
No, that needs to be like another episode that we roll.
The
We roll
Victorians
spoopy is like that's where
obsession.
like Haunting in Connecticut came from that. Like where
Right.
they actually
Connecticut. What
they
is
had the
that?
movie.
What is that?
Oh, we've got to watch that movie with you. It's great.
Okay. I
Yeah.
have no idea. I'm really bad at movies, though. So,
Yeah,
like, I
it's,
don't know shit about movies.
So yeah, like in the 20s and 30s, just because like things like TV and radio, that was how they almost a way of entertaining themselves.
Yes.
Was
Spoopy
they would
ghost
actually
stuff.
like they would get like a bunch of couples together and they would like hold seances. That's when like Ouija boards became popular, and that's tarot readings were like a thing you could do.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, your girlfriends would invite you over for an evening of tea and seances.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that
For the most
anymore?
Yeah.
More of that, please.
So that's really how a lot of this took off in the United States.
Yeah.
But it's also how tarot started to develop a really bad rap. So in modern day, a lot of people will use this to seek inner wisdom, but there's still that stigma that follows it that says this is dangerous occultism, it's a divination tool, but that's where that stems from.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
The Waite side of Rider-Waite, that was his whole thing. He was actually a member of the Golden Dawn Society, which they were very into like mysticism. They were into the occult, the spirituality outside of like Christianity. And he was trying to use it not as a way of like fortune telling, but just as a way to like gain knowledge. Very much like the Philosopher's Stone and alchemy. He was trying to understand the world in a way that people didn't think about it. So that was his whole jam, and that was how he got all these people together to kind of codify what tarot was and what it can be. Because after that, like there actually apparently is like a like boomers that's like, oh no, it was always Jean Baptiste, and like he's right. It's like, well, no, but Waite came through and he made it make sense. So there's actually like
Is there like a fight about it?
oh yeah, like
Oh,
there
dear
are
God.
two schools of thought.
Damn boomers. Fighting about their tarot cards.
Dude, these aren't even boomers. These are way before boomers.
Oh. All right. Yeah, what's before boomers? Do we even know what
The
generation?
greatest generation. They're the ones that fought in World War II.
Ultra boomers. Okay. Cool.
And then the depressed saps. I don't know. Actually, I think we didn't give a shit about it back then.
Oh, yeah.
Like before then.
No, it was always just blame the younger people. There wasn't any like titles
Oh yeah.
for anyone. Cool.
So, we got about 10 minutes left.
Oh, should we do our readings?
And yeah, you have a
Alright.
deck.
I do have a deck. Looks like Karen also has a deck and has oracle cards.
My very first experience with tarot cards was with Spooky at a Halloween party, and she brought her cards. I'm like, ooh, please do a reading for me. And then I was shook.
Yeah, you know what the fun thing about that is? That deck has now disappeared off the fucking face of the earth.
It served its purpose, and it is
It
done.
is disappeared. I have
Done.
no idea where that thing is. And, like, I think I had it when I moved in here, and I no idea where it is now. That's just like my shit that I got with my Doki Doki Literature Club. That shit is also disappeared in
What?
the wind. So I
You had
don't
some really cool
know.
things.
Yeah, it came with like a card and stickers and shit, and all of it's gone. I don't know where the fuck it went.
That's actually
but-
kind of sad.
Is it like crystals? Like, there's the theory behind if you have
Oh, if it
crystals,
breaks.
if they break or disappear, it means it
That
no
it's
longer
done.
serves you.
Maybe.
So
I have
that-
like a whole drawer of crystals over there too. I'll have to show you after we're done. But yes, I will do your guys's, and then we'll see if we have time to do mine because I don't have a shit to give.
So
I
one
guess.
of the misconceptions is that you cannot do your own readings, and
Oh,
that's
no, you
absolutely
definitely
false. You
can,
can
yeah.
definitely do your reading for yourself. It's all about intuition and tapping into your subconscious.
Yeah.
All right, who wants to go first?
I volunteer as tribute.
You volunteer. All right.
Do it.
So here's the fun part.
So I have to shuffle, don't I?
Yes, but I don't do a shuffle. I do the fun shuffle.
Oh. So you spread it out across the table.
Yep, and then you have to pick.
Okay.
Should we do 3 or 5? That's up
let's
to
let's do 3.
Wanna do
So that
three?
way we can get all of us in
Yeah.
here.
Okay. Just put these over here. Fucking cards everywhere. Yeah, because I like to do it this way because then you get a variety of upside downies
That is true.
of your choosing. All right, ask your question.
Do I do that out loud or privately?
Yeah, whatever floats your boat.
I'm gonna do it privately.
And shuffle while you do so.
Yeah, because
Put
I thought
your-
that was like, yeah, I have to put my energy into it too.
Beam your energy beams in there. Shuffle,
Okay.
shuffle.
I have.
Well, you don't have to put it in like a pile.
Oh.
It's actually better to have it spread out.
Okay.
So you got.
Okay. Yeah, I put it all in like one deck.
All right,
Okay.
now you do.
I've put my thoughts into this.
Yep. Now you do your hover hand. And whatever spoops you're calling your spoops.
Something physically warm here.
3.
5 of Swords is the first one.
Okay.
Second one is Justice.
Oh, you gotta be careful which way you're flipping them to.
Okay. Yes, upside down and right side up actually
Yeah, are two different things.
does make a huge difference. And the 3 of Swords, but it is upside down.
Upside down. Okay. I'll gather the rest.
Can you look at cards? Boop, boop.
And so, just a minor explanation. I know Karen said that these are the suits. So that's the swords, cups, pentacles, batons, and what did I miss? Swords, cups, baton.
Swords,
Batons,
cups,
swords,
wands,
cups.
pentacles.
Okay, those are they're more like daily things. So like batons, wands. That's like how you are in business, like interactions with people. Swords. That's conflicts. That it could be just like fighting with a sibling, or they could be just like a major kind of point in your life that you're working against. Pentacles usually represents wealth and fortune, and cups is your love life. So I got
Swords.
yes. So I got the 5 of Swords
All
right
right.
side up.
5 of swords. You got it upright, so the 5 of swords can indicate stressful conflicts and the internal battles associated with them. This card can symbolize traumatic situations such as abuse and murder. It can also represent the victory of fighting back against an attacker.
So it's right side up. So I'm going to take all the positives out of that.
You trying to murder someone?
I'll feel good about it though.
This is off topic, but Shakespearean such things. Everybody complains about how Romeo and Juliet went from
Lovers to dead.
strangers
like,
to lovers to dead in 5 days, but nobody talks about how Macbeth went from no murder to murder in an afternoon. One of those is more of a problem than the other.
Macbeth or Hamlet? Hamlet killed everybody. Hamlet, like, killed his...
Yeah, those guys went from no murder to murder real quick. All right, so you got justice.
So, yeah, Five of Swords is more like physical combat.
Justice, upright. The upright justice card represents the need for accountability and justice. It symbolizes moral truth, both corporal and metaphysical. It offers fairness and ethics as solutions to corruption. God, this is a miracle I'm reading this correctly, because I'm dyslexic as fuck.
And then I have the Three of Swords, but it's upside down.
Three of Swords. I will never stop saying swords that way now.
Swords.
Swords.
How do you say homeowner? Because it has the
Oh,
word
meowner.
meowner.
All right. Three of Swords. Reversed. In reverse, Three of Swords signifies a more optimistic point of view, one that allows for the alleviation of pain. This may look different on everyone, but typically it requires one to reconcile with loss and heartbreak. In the context of relationships, this can indicate forgiveness towards another. So there you are.
So my reading was...
So it's pretty good or pretty shit this time?
You're gonna fight through something, but if I stay, within the law and, virtuous, then things are gonna turn out okay. Which is weird because the Three of Swords being upside down, it was positive.
Three of Swords. All right, Karen.
Are you? Oh, you're doing Karen next.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Ask your question. Could be out loud or not. Whatever.
I'll
floats
do
your
mine
boat.
out loud.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to ask, what is my energy blocks this week?
Okay. Cool.
Like, what's blocking my energy at this moment?
Yeah,
Is actually
Cool.
Okay.
All right. You do your shuffling with your question. I don't like. Not everybody does it this way, but this is the way that I like to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have... This is hilarious, the Hierophant. In 90% of my readings,
You always get the.
I will get this card. So there is something in my life that's like, you need to address this.
All right. We
But
need to look
it
into
came up upside down though.
Yeah, it's upside down.
It's upside
Yep.
down. Oh, that's hilarious. Every time. I have an upside down Seven of Wands.
Wands. Is there a stupid way to say wands? Wands.
Only for you.
What? What?
And I also have an upside down Ace of Pentacles.
Oh, man, you're getting all the upside down ones. All right.
Now, upside down actually does not mean the
Yeah, it
absolute
doesn't mean
reverse
bad.
of it. It can just be, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
You made
All
it.
right.
Okay.
The Hierophant. In reverse position, the Hierophant is frequently associated with the abuse of power by an authority figure. It can also symbolize a rejection of conventional societal structures in the context of education, religion, and family.
That is resonating. I know what that means.
Okay.
Seven of Wands. Is that all the way in the freaking back? No, it's Pentacles. Where's my Wands? Swords. Cups. Cups. Wands. Okay. Seven. Alright. Seven of Wands in reverse symbolizes giving up or surrendering in the face of hardships. This card may indicate that you are being too defensive. You may not be actively taking your loved one's concerns for you into consideration.
Those two tie in very well. Okay.
Pentacles. Ace. Oh god, is that all the way in the back? Or in the front? I don't know.
Yeah. Is it 1 or is it 10? No. Yeah, because it's Ace through 10. Oh no, because there's a 1 of Pentacles, isn't there?
There's a Page of Swords. Oh god.
Oh my god.
Ah! Here we are. Alright. Ace of Pentacles in reverse symbolizes financial stress or excessive spending. It may indicate that you or someone you care for is experiencing these issues. In a different context, this card can represent a greedy or stingy individual who is selfish with their dollar dues.
All right.
There you go.
Well, I appreciate that.
All right. Do we have time for one more?
Of course.
All right. Well, who would like to do mine, I guess?
So I do tarot reading a little different. I
Okay.
do
Yeah, we can
the
do yours.
I don't know how it's not a shuffle. It's like this, whatever this is.
Okay.
It's kind of like a shuffle, and then whatever card jumps out. And the theory behind that is your energy will be like that card,
That one?
and it will
Okay.
jump out.
All right.
So when
We can
you're
do it
ready,
that way.
Spooky.
After I pick all this shit up. Wee. These are so like slippery cards too. They do not want to like.
They're pretty. They're brand new.
They want to murder me in my sleep, I think.
And while she's picking up her cards, one of the misconceptions is that a tarot deck must be gifted to you, but that is completely false. You can buy a deck for yourself, but it's like picking out crystals. It's which one are you intuitively drawn to. So I thought that was fascinating.
Well, Spooky, this deck that you recently
Yeah,
came
I
across.
sent you like 80 of them. I was
Yeah.
like, which one's the coolest?
Well, I was basing it all off because like the artwork on them is all fantastic.
Oh yeah, there's some really like nice looking decks out there, but I chose this one because it had stars on it.
Yep.
It's probably a dumb reason, but I thought it was cool. And I really liked the artwork style of this one too. But my old one had like really cool artwork on it too, and it was like all sketch related, and then the back was like a holographic print. And that is the one that has run away from me. I don't know where it is now. But I
Okay.
will put this back in the
Do I
bag.
have permission to sit in your energy while I do this?
Oh, sure.
Silly question,
Of course.
but because I'll be the one that shuffles, and
Oh, God.
then
Yeah.
I'm going to try to connect with you.
Yeah,
We're going to
that's
try
fine.
it out.
Totally cool
This
with
is
that.
where people get a little like, ooh, that's weird.
Oh, no.
But I think it's fascinating.
Like,
So,
I invite people into my, like, little hidey hole all the time, so I have no issues with that whatsoever.
all right. So when you're ready, what is your question?
Shit. How do I make the most out of the energy that I have? We'll go with that. Oh god, they flipped over. Oh, okay.
Both
All
of
right,
them.
we get those.
Sometimes I've had where like 3 will shoot out. I'm like, there they are.
Yep, there they be. All right. Yeah, these ones have really neat artwork on them as well. This is very like.
Or I'm just really messy.
No, that's fantastic. There's amount of beauty in that.
Okay, so she has the reverse King of Rods or Wands.
Wands, yeah.
The upright Two of Swords and Temperance. Okay. And mine's an app.
Oh yeah, my old one was an app too, and I was like, I wish she came with a book. I think I could have bought a book with mine, my old one,
Okay, so your King
but I
of Wands.
never did.
Hold on.
That's all right.
Okay, so reversed is like an impulsiveness, haste, ruthless, and high expectations is the summary of it. And then when we're done, I can have you read this whole thing. But pretty
Okay.
much it suggests that while you're in a leadership position, you're not ready to step into that role. You may be the creative or visionary person in your work, but you have not yet developed a sense of comfort with leading others towards your vision. And that can be work or personal.
Right on. All right.
All right. So then you have your Two of Swords. And it is upright. Which is indecision, choices, truth, stalemate, blocked emotions. So. This app I use has so much information in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
So this one indicates that you're facing a challenging decision, but you're unclear about what option to take. Both possibilities seem equally good or equally bad, and you're stumped about which will lead you to the best outcome. You must be able to weigh the pros and cons of each choice and then make a conscious judgment. Use your head, your mind, and your intellect and your heart to choose the path that's most in alignment with your higher self.
Right on.
All right. And then your next one is the Temperance.
That was my leg. That's a lovely thing about this table, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, at first, for a second ago, I thought it was on, but no, it's just all her feet are under here.
No.
All right, so your Temperance card is upright, which represents balance, moderation, patience, and purpose. So with that, Temperance is the card for bringing balance, patience, and moderation into your life. You're being invited to stabilize your energy and allow the life force to flow through you without force or resistance. It's time to recover your flow and get your life back into order and balance. It calls you to remain calm even when life feels stressful or frantic. Maintain an even temperament and manage your emotions.
Right on. All right.
So there we
Get
go.
your shit together, Spooky.
That all makes sense with all of the projects going on, so that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Wee.
Yes.
So yes, that was pretty spot on, I would say.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Is that all we have on this, I guess?
I mean, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, that's definitely like a crash course on tarot.
Yeah.
I mean, it was absolutely fascinating to research. And I think it's one of those things that like you kind of get out of it what you want to. Like, I mean, you can definitely, believe as much as you want to, or, you can, I kind of use it as like, okay, this is something I definitely like need to think about. It's like, it's not necessarily, it's like, oh, this is absolutely my fortune. It's like,
Yeah, no, it's
what
more
if I
like-
give this a thought?
Yeah, it's
Right.
more like to get your train of thought. It's like, oh, okay. Cool. That makes sense.
One of the notes I wrote
Carry
down,
on.
and like this is my theory behind it. You're pretty much listening to your your subconscious and your higher intellect. So if something's resonating, that's your own intuition telling you, "Hey, this is what we need to address." And so a lot of people use it for self-development, accessing your inner wisdom, advice, but they don't tell the future.
No.
So
no.
that's a big misconception. So just listen to that little inner voice, and if it resonates, that's life telling you, "Hey, listen up."
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about your mushroom drink. Should we try your mushroom drink quick?
I would definitely try a mushroom drink.
Okay.
Before we skedoodle.
So I got this from HealthWorks, which is a health food store here in town. And if nobody has been there, please check it out.
Oh,
it's
it's
the
absolutely
coolest
fantastic.
little store. But it's called Odyssey Mushroom Elixir. It's an immunity tea, and it contains
Spooky.
what is it?
Is this drugs?
Reishi, chaga. I cannot pronounce these.
Oh.
Shiitake, turkey tail,
Shit take?
shit take,
No,
it's shiitake.
right?
God damn it.
And it says, free your mind to discover the unique power of medicinal mushrooms in a delicious plant-based beverage. So,
This definitely sounds
Yeah,
like drugs.
I'm all about
berry
mushrooms.
white tea is the flavor.
Hell yeah.
Well, while we're going with this,
Oh, should we spit?
jeez, that was loud. I'm sorry. Headphone alert. It's,
It really wasn't that loud.
spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. Oh, God. It smells good.
What does that smell like?
Ooh, I enjoy that. That is really good. I am a big fan.
It smells like a Chuck Norris.
It does. Yeah. It's
Cherry
like the Cherry
McGillicuddy's
McGillicuddy's
and
energy
yeah.
drink. But it's like,
Granted, I haven't had a Chuck Norris in years,
there's a
so
lot
I
going
don't
on
know.
there.
But it's good. I enjoy that.
It's not
I'm gonna go
fizzy.
buy some of that.
Yeah, I was
And
actually
that is
expecting
also
it to be
what I
fizzy.
like.
Yeah.
I don't like fizzy things, so this is perfect. I'm gonna go buy some.
Yeah, there's
That's
like
good.
the fruitiness is very, very subtle. Like something like the same power as like a banana, not something that's like a pomegranate where it's very like acidic and like.
You mean
And
a
it is
banana?
sweetened with organic cane sugar, which I appreciate. I don't like artificial sweeteners.
Yeah,
So
corn syrup.
that's great.
No, it's yeah, I was actually expecting it to be a lot more like tea, like very, very earthy, very mushroomy. But no,
No, it's very white. It's definitely white tea.
there's a delightful sweetness to it.
Yeah, it's definitely white tea flavored. I don't know. We haven't drank a lot of white tea. I don't think I've made you a lot of white tea. I should make you more.
No,
white
because I always go for the herbal stuff.
tea. You always go for the black tea too, because you're a coffee person.
Yeah. I have a video to show you later about drinking
I
coffee.
got a milk frother, and by God, that is the best thing I've ever bought for $15.
So now I can have chai lattes.
No, I just take my little latte packet things.
Oh,
I
just
tossed
run
the-
through that.
Yeah, I put 100 milliliters of milk in the milk. No, not the milk cake. Fucking Christ. The measuring cup. There we go. That's the bastard. I put the milk in the measuring cup. I put it in the microwave. I froth it. I put the latte packet in. I froth that. Holy shit. It's amazing. It's good stuff. It's that same Korean latte crap that I've been drinking for a while now. They're really good. Anyway, you should probably spin the wheel. You ready?
All right.
Hope the sound's on. Oh, yeah. We got history. Thank God, because we have a shit ton of history ones.
History.
All right. Let me get to my notes. Do you want to do like a recent history or a far history?
Let me get to my notes, what I have for history. So for mine, for history, I have Olga of Kiev.
Yeah, I have that one on mine too.
Which I thought would be kind of awesome, especially with what's going on, because they're actually winning now. The bombing of the Central Hawaiian Islands.
Oh.
Not Pearl Harbor.
Okay.
I also I just wrote down like local history and then personal history, like family stuff. What do you have?
I have the Swole Ferry.
The Swole Ferry, like lifting weights?
No, like SEWOL.
So soul.
Swole.
Oh,
It's Korean.
Seoul, okay.
Yeah. Ferdinand Waldo de Mar. I think he's the ultimate con artist guy. I think that's that guy. No, that goes in spoopy.
We can make any
know
history can be
I don't know
spoopy.
where that would go either. That would probably go in music. Oh, the history of Lucky Cats.
Ooh. I mean, we haven't done Asian stuff in a week.
Shit. That goes under spoopy. Woodstock 99.
Oh, yeah. We talked about that one before. Not on the podcast, so we brought it up as a topic.
The Arch.
Like the Gateway Arch?
Yeah.
Or like the Archway Monument in Kearney?
No.
No. Okay.
Roanoke. We talked about that.
Oh,
but I don't know if
yeah.
that would go better in history or spoopy. It could go in either.
Spoopy. That's a spoopy. And it's Roanoke, not your Japanese.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about it. What do you say?
Princess Roanoke.
The monk who never met a woman. And Cleopatra.
Cleopatra's huge. My vote is either the monk who never met a woman or the ultimate con artist.
We could do the ultimate con artist because that
Ultimate
was
con
like high up the list. So that was one that I had thought of a long ass time ago.
Okay. What's this dude's name?
Ferdinand Waldo de Mara.
Oh my god.
Do you need me to spell that out for you on there, buddy?
Ferdinand Waldo.
Like, where's Waldo?
Yeah. Amankara. What the hell's his last name?
De Mara. Demara.
Yeah, all right.
That's
All
how
right.
you would pronounce that, right?
Yeah.
Demara.
I mean,
I just go like the Japanese pronunciations for everything anymore for no reason.
Well, it's because that's what you're studying.
I know.
So, yeah, it makes sense. Okay.
So that's what we'll do next time for the history category. Thanks for being on, Karen.
Oh, this was great fun.
You're an absolute delight.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks for you're probably going to make me have vivid dreams drink.
Oh yeah, because you had that problem with kombucha too, didn't you?
Apparently I
Weirdo.
Like,
I
I
just have
hallucinate while asleep.
I just have those vivid dreams all the time.
I thought you got that shit figured out.
No.
Anyway.
No, it still happens. Like I had one the other day while we were camping, and I was like, that was a wild one. And it was, I went to somebody's house to help them unpack their shit because they had just moved into their house. And they had a room that was full of wood stuff. Like, everything was made of wood. Every single fucking thing in this room. So yeah, no, I have them all the time still, and they just never make any sense. Or they do, and they feel really real. And that's not pleasant either. But yes, here we are. Dreams and shit. We'll have to do that sometime.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me write that down. Before I forget about it. Dreams. Okay, cool. All right. And some other news, I guess, that I forgot in the random half is we can now have 4 people as of next Friday.
Oh, yeah.
So, at some point, we will have 4 around this table somehow.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll make it fit. But, so that's a good thing to look forward to for in the future. I don't know when we're going to have 4 people on, but sometime.
It'll be a delight.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Anyway, I think that's it for us. If you guys don't have any closing remarks.
Amen.
Be good humans.
Yeah. Don't be shitheads.
I like that one.
Don't be shitheads?
Yeah.
Does it resonate with you?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, stay hydrated. Don't die. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.